The Tale of the African Rain King. In the heart of a lively African village, nestled between towering baobab trees and lush green hills, lived a man named Jabari. Now, Jabari wasn't just any man. He was known throughout the land as the African Rain King. Jabari was a portly fellow, with a belly that bounced like a drum whenever he walked, and a laugh that echoed through the village like thunder. But it wasn't his size or his laughter that made him famous. It was his incredible ability to predict the weather. Jabari had a remarkable gift, or so everyone thought. Whether it was the hottest day of the year, the coolest breeze, or the most torrential downpour, Jabari could always predict it with uncanny accuracy. The villagers were in awe. They would gather around his hut every morning, eager to hear the Rain King's forecast. "Rain is coming tomorrow," Jabari would announce, his voice booming like a rainstorm. And sure enough, the next day the heavens would open and the villagers would be dancing in the rain. "Sunshine for the next 3 days," he'd proclaim, and not a single cloud would dare cross the sky during those 3 days. The villagers loved Jabari. They brought him gifts of fruit, fresh bread, and juicy roasted meats. They even built him a grand hut with the best view of the sky. They would chant, "Long live the Rain King," as they celebrated his predictions. What the villagers didn't know, however, was that Jabari had a little secret, a very modern secret. Hidden under his large, colorful robe was a small, sleek smartphone, a gift from his nephew who lived in the city. On that smartphone was a weather app that told him everything he needed to know. Every morning, before the sun peeked over the horizon, Jabari would check the weather app. It would tell him when it would rain, when it would shine, and even when it would be windy. Then, with a sly grin, he would step outside, puff out his chest, and make his prediction. The villagers were none the wiser, marveling at Jabari's mystical abilities. One day, however, things took an unexpected turn. Jabari's phone pinged with a notification. Low battery. He quickly realized he had forgotten to charge it the previous night. Panic set in. How could he predict the weather without his trusty app? As the villagers gathered outside his hut, Jabari felt sweat trickle down his brow. He had to think fast. Today, Jabari stammered. He looked up at the sky, which was unusually clear. "Today will be sunny and clear." The villagers cheered and went about their day. But as soon as Jabari returned to his hut, dark clouds began to gather. The winds picked up, and before long, the rain came pouring down in torrents. The villagers were soaked, their clothes sticking to their skins like wet leaves. They hurried back to Jabari's hut, expecting to find him just as wet and confused as they were. But when they arrived, they found Jabari sitting outside, completely dry, with a wide grin on his face. "I knew the rain was coming. But I didn't want to alarm you. It's just a passing shower. The sun will be out again soon." And as if on cue, the clouds parted and the sun peeked through. The villagers, impressed by his ability to predict even the shortest of showers, cheered once more. From that day on, Jabari made sure to always charge his phone at night, but he also realized something important. Sometimes, you just have to trust your instincts. And maybe, just maybe, there was a bit of a true Rain King in him after all. And so, the legend of the African Rain King continued to grow, with Jabari's belly bouncing along with it, and his smartphone safely hidden under his robe. The villagers continued to shower him with gifts and praises, never suspecting that their beloved Rain King had a little help from the wonders of modern technology. And Jabari? Well, he just chuckled to himself every time his phone pinged with the latest weather update.